That's why they teach that the book of God, the book of Allah is the Holy Qur'an. But that is the uncreated speech of Allah. The kitab and Kitab al-Mubin is Sayyidina Muhammad. The vessel in which carries the uncreated speech of the Divine is now the real kitab. What the men before read on paper and achieved immense knowledges is nothing equivalent to the men whom have access to enter with their soul into the Kitab al-Mubin. That huwa Qur'an wal Kitab al-Mubin wa rafa'na laka dhikrak. Throughout Qur'an, throughout all our teachings, Allah is giving all these guides and isharats and signs to us that He is the book and we have raised your name and status. That means that all of the unseen realm knows this reality. The seen realm is the ignorant one, and as a result in Surah Al-Naml and the story of Sayyidina Sulaiman he asked for something. The Ifrit means that the shaitans that were under his command and the jinn that were under his command, they said, "We bring it, it takes a moment." And the one whom had knowledge of the book of that time, not even the knowledge from the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad said, "By the time your eyes move, I replicated and brought that into your presence." Why? Because Allah didn't want the Prophet of the Divine asking from shayateen something. Otherwise He would have sent a legal precedent that go to the shaitans and ask for favors. That's why they do that, and Prophet forbid that, because they take that as their daleel allowed to do that. When they did something wrong, Sayyidina Musa said, "Kill yourself, Allah will forgive you." So suicide is their fiqr, it's forbidden in Islam. So when they say suicide bombing, that's their fiqr. They're allowed to do that, they're allowed to kill their people, and they say, "Oh, they will be forgiven as a result." This is forbidden in Islam. The Sharia of Prophet can never be broken or modified. Once you understand whose law it is, you know who's doing it. As a result, these realities are coming and teaching that reach to these realities, understand these realities, that this way of Juj and Majuj, that these creatures that are entering into these realms, these realities that are entering into this realm, this is now completely unseen dimensions. And as a result of these unseen dimensions, they require a very strong connection, and a connection to the heart of Prophet means that if one who had knowledge of a book had more power than the shayateen and ifrit, what about the one whom has an authority within the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad? And that's what it means to be in the presence of Sultanan Nasira. They enter through Bab as-Siddiq. In Surah Al-Isra Allah describes them, enter through the gate of truthfulness and exit through the gate of truthfulness. These are maqams within the heart, that through their truthful character Allah opens their soul to leave their body in truth, not shayateen, and enter back into their body in truth, maqam as-Siddiq. Why? Because they inherit from the Siddiqs. These are the holy companions of Prophet who are authorizing the teachings of how the heart is to be opened.